Hello friend, my name is Raza Masood. Today we will discuss about payback period. What is basically a payback period? Friend, basically this is topic related to a project selection method, PMP exam. Whenever senior management wants to select a project, wants to pursue a project in future, and they have multiple options available, so they can use this approach for payback period. Payback period is a project selection methodology, a project selection approach in which we can select a project on basis of time period. For example, if you have $1,000 as an investor and you are investing $1,000 and you want to see that how much time it will take to return back your investment back. See, so this is the criteria, how much time it will take return back your investment. So it is a project selection methodology based on the time frame, and this is basic. Just remember one thing: the project selection will be done by the senior management. It will not done by the project manager. So senior management is responsible to select a project on different criteria, on which one of the approach is basically payback period. Remember one thing, that project selection not done by project manager, but as a project manager you should know that on what basis a project is selected. So you should know the criteria, you should know the basis that on which the project is selected. So one more thing, that please subscribe to my channel and also click on the bell option so that you can be notified whenever my new video came. So payback period, what is payback period? By definition, the payback period is the term refers to the length of time it takes for the organization to recover its investment in a project before it starts accumulating profit. What does that mean? For example, you have invested $1,000 in a project and you want to see that how much time it will take to return back your investment. One project is basically returning back in 6 months and one project is taking back in 20 months to return back your investment. So the shorter one is always better. Remember one thing, that in an exam or PMP you would definitely see questions related to payback period whenever a project selection method came. But remember one thing, that as a tester, you don't need to calculate the payback period. You don't need to remember any such formula. You just remember that payback period is in terms that the period shorter, it is better. The selection methodology is based on the time period and the time frame, shorter time frame. So you would always select a option which is having shorter or lesser time frame. See, so this is basically based on time frame or time frame on a shorter basis. So just remember, the payback period is a methodology, is basically approach of project selection. Whenever senior management wants to select a project, they can use this methodology, payback period. Just remember this term, payback period, that the time frame required to return back your investment. So this is called the payback period. That is why it is called as payback period. Okay, so now just going back, just moving forward to the question, I just want to discuss a simple question with you. For example, there are two projects from which to choose: project A with payback period of 6 months and project B with payback period of 18 months. Which one the organization should select? Obviously the answer is project A. Why project A? Because if you see from here, payback period of 6 months and payback period of 18 months, the shorter one would always be selected. So you would select the project A with a payback period of 6 months. Remember one thing, that the 6 months comparison of 18 months, 6 months is a shorter one, so that's why we will select the project A with a 6 months. So again, just remember that you don't need, as a PMP exam, if you are going for a PMP exam, just remember one thing, that as a exam, you are preparing for exam, you don't need to calculate the payback period. You don't need to remember any formula. You just remember one thing, that whenever we talk about payback period, you just need to remember one thing, that you have to select the option which is having lesser time frame. Whenever we talk about payback period, it will always talk about the time frame, and the shorter time frame would always be selected in the question. So just remember the shorter time frame, it is your answer, and you don't need to remember any formula such like that. So guys, I hope you like this video. If you like, please share it with your friends and colleagues. This video I make with the concept of a PMP exam. Whoever is basically studying the PMP exam, I just make this video to just support him, to just support my, just share my knowledge with them. And I hope you like this video. If you like, please subscribe to my channel and also share it with your friends and colleagues. And if you want from me to make any such more videos, please do ask from me, do comment on the on it. I hope you like. Please share it with your friends and colleagues. Thank you, and thanks a lot for your time. Thank you.